He's getting back in real quick. Charles Davis said they should shorten the NFL rookie contracts and make their first contract money guaranteed. Okay, that's a interesting way to think about it. I think what's interesting about that is what do you do when you have a rookie bust and you just guarantee that contract?
Ding, ding.
Like, how does that work out? So Charles Davis, what we're talking about right now is he said they should shorten these NFL rookie contracts and make their first contract money guaranteed.
Interesting.
I think that's interesting. I think there's more rookie busts than rookie stars. And there is an argument that people are making that says the NFL, if they were having a bad rookie contract, they would cut the player. So Micah Parsons ended up being a bust, they would cut the player. So Micah Parsons is saying, I've outplayed my rookie contract according to what everybody else is getting. I want more money.
But is there a case to be made that when a contract is made, you and I make a contract, you agree to the terms, I agree to the terms
deal.
for two, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you, using your example, if I buy a car with a contract, I'm paying for this car for 48 months, and the car does not perform the way I expected, can I take it back to the dealer and say, no, I want another car? No, you know why? It is a deal or contract we made.
Right.
Can the dealership turn around and say, if the car performs well, hey, I want you to pay more?
Right.
No, we agreed to this. And I get it. Some people would say owners make a lot of money, the players should be paid. I hear you. But you play out your contract, then you ask for the money. You don't wait near the end of the contract, man. And you know what? I take it back. Some people would say you don't wait to the end to negotiate. You start a year out. Okay, I'm walking with that. But you're gonna sit out? You keep playing while you negotiating. But anyway, there's so many different ways to look at it. Somebody gonna say, well, what if he gets injured, baby?
Yep. So that's why he said most teams do not throw away a draft pick within 3 years. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But should he? I guess two things to think about it. Should he be paid more money, or do you think he should play out the rest of his contract and then ask for more money, or do you think that they should go ahead and pay him? I think the problem. Go ahead. No, go.
No, I was going to say, I think there's nothing wrong. I don't have an issue with him starting to negotiate his contract because he's a year out. But you don't stop playing. And I think it's a bit unprofessional and also detrimental to the team. Yes. When you get on camera and you make comments like you're done with the Cowboys, you won't play anymore. If I'm a player in the locker room, I got to wonder about your commitment to the team. Like, yo, keep that stuff private. How do I know you're going to really play 100% now? You're thinking about the money. So if I was a player, I would tell the Cowboys, get rid of him.
Oh, they're
get
not
somebody
doing that.
in here who want to play for us.
They're not doing that. He's the best player on the team.
Still. I mean, still.
It's a crazy battle. And Nick Jack says something profound. Sounds like the military.
I'm surprised.
Why are you surprised? He's a chief now.
I'm just kidding, brother. I love you, man.
He's a chief now. But yeah, it sounds like the military. It definitely does.
How does it sound like the military?
Because I guess two ways that if you're not performing well, I mean, they'll keep you on the team. They're just not going to promote you to get you paid more.
What?
If you're performing, if you're not performing well in the military, it's not like they're going to cut you.
What you mean by not performing well?
Like you're not doing your job to the utmost.
The reason why I say that is because when you say if you're not performing well, the military will keep you. There's two different ways of looking at it. Not performing well meaning you're doing average work. Okay. Not performing well can also mean you're being disruptive, you got disciplinary problems, then they will eventually get rid of you. So it's two different frames.
I'm not talking about the disciplinary stuff. I'm just saying you're an average member of the force.
Well, yeah, why would they get rid of you?
And so they're not going to get rid of you and they're not going to promote you. You kind of just,
that's not necessarily true. So unless you're telling me no one has ever got promoted by doing average work.
No, I'm not gonna say no one.
That's what I'm saying. So
But
that's not a true statement, really. I
okay,
don't think.
all right. I'll kill that analogy then. Let me go to this from Charles Davis. I don't like the car analogy. I do not like the car analogy. That is applied apples and oranges. Owners should not cut players if they have a contract. Eagles trade that bum McNabb. They should have kept him, signed a contract, and if he's a bum, then ride it out with the Eagles. What's your thought?
Well, first of all, Charles don't need to say none because unlike
Thank you, Nick.
them, we have a ring last year.
Thank you, Nick.
And last I checked, during the McNabb era, the Redskins didn't get a Super Bowl, did they? So McNabb played well. Just near the end, he kind of toppled off, and we decided to go a different direction. As far as the car analogy, I disagree. I mean, switching it back to the actual subject at hand with Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons agreed to a contract for whatever amount of years when he was a rookie. The team and Micah Parsons agreed. Micah Parsons played out his contract. Now, I don't know the details of his contract, but if his contract says you will get at least 50 tackles, 20 sacks, 30 assists, or whatever. If it did not say that, the Cowboys signed him based off his performance in college and his potential.
Right.
So when Micah Parsons played, the case can be said that the Cowboys may be thinking he's performing exactly as we thought he would be performing, based off the pick when they selected him. Now, Parsons is probably thinking his worth is the way it is based off how other people are getting paid. Now, you mentioned it earlier when we started this conversation. The other players you mentioned, are they at the same position as Micah Parsons?
No, they're
like you said Crosby, right?
Yeah, Crosby, Myles Garrett, and TJ Watt.
They're not all at the same skill position? No?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. They're all outside linebackers.
Okay, so in that case, let's run the numbers real quick. You said Myles Garrett.
Yep.
Is Myles Garrett better than Micah Parsons?
I think they're about the same. Maybe a little bit better.
Well, let's look at it statistically then, an impact. Has Micah Parsons ever led the league in sacks?
Michael Parsons? I don't think so.
Has Myles Garrett, I think?
Yeah, I think he did. Exactly.
Definitely Big Jack joint. Anyway, I digress. I'll say this and I'll be quiet real quick because I'm talking too long. Micah Parsons should finish out his contract, negotiated now. And yes, he could get injured. He may not get injured. But nothing wrong with being disappointed because they won't give you the money now and you can't come to an agreement. But you don't tarnish the team. Because look at all this press calls. This kind of goes back to, and I won't go down that road because we're going to discuss it another day, to what Shannon Sharp says when he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I put a dark cloud or a curtain over your great achievement because of what I did." I mean, in a way, you could say that's what Micah Parsons is doing, right?
Right.
I mean, it's caused a lot of negative press against the Cowboys. No one's talking about George Pickens. No one's talking about whoever their running back is. They talking about Micah Parsons.
I mean, he is the best player on the team. But I think a couple things you can see, and you're right on the point as far as saying he's negotiating early because if he gets injured, let's say he tears his ACL in week 4, he's not playing for the rest of the year. It would be a hard press to get the money that he's asking for now after injury. Now, flip side, if he has a great year, makes defensive player of the year and all this other stuff, then the contract is a lot more lucrative. So it's almost like, do you really want to take a risk on yourself? I think what he's looking at is like, hey, you paid Zach Martin early. You played Dak Prescott early. You paid CeeDee Lamb early. Why can't I get paid early? What do you say to that?
what was Nick Jack says it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. He has every right to get his due diligence.
So what's
I
up with
agree,
I guess
but shut up and do your business behind the cameras.
I agree
Shut
with that.
up. Shut the and just do your job, man. You ain't gotta. It's almost like a ploy or a plan to get the team to move faster to pay you, because you're gonna have all these people from the outside judging the Cowboys, and then add in the teams that will be interested in him, and then the fans start getting all stirred up. That's why Jerry Jones was like, I wouldn't worry about it. We're good. They're going to pay him.
Yep.
I don't know it's going to be exactly what he wants, but they're going to pay him.
I think
And
that's
so
the crazy thing.
is,
Like,
what does that do to the locker room, man?
oh, I mean, this is what I think. What's his name? His name is Spears. His last name is Spears. He goes on
Marcus
ESPN.
Spears.
Yeah, he said this is why they won't win the championship, because this is what hurts the team. For the first 3-4 weeks, all they're going to be talking about is contract. Ain't no way. And this is your star player.
Exactly.
So he's probably going around.
Man.
And then who knows what he's saying in the locker room when the cameras aren't around, text messages and FaceTime phone calls and stuff like that. So you're absolutely right. This really hurts the team. Really, really hurts the team.
And it's not even about my hatred for the Cowboys. I actually think the Cowboys for years have had a good team. If I hate to say it, but they should have won a Super Bowl by now. They've had good teams. But their culture, their mindset is terrible. Nick Jack says it's a business. DC, don't take it personal. I could give two ducks. You know why? We champs. I ain't taking them. I can give two ducks.
Nick Jack, let me ask you about the personal thing. Let me ask you about about the business thing. Who is more contractually, or you can say contractually, if it's a business, whose side are you on? Are you on the Cowboy side with saying play out your contract because we already agreed to it? Or are you on Micah Parsons' side with saying pay me my money because I outplayed my contract? Whose side are you on? We'll wait for your response and then we'll switch subjects.
I want to ask too, when he says I outplayed my contract, what does that mean?
He has played way better than any other rookie who was drafted at his position during that time.
So,
and probably 20, maybe 70% of the rest of the league too.
So I guess my question then would be was that listed in this contract? If you outplay all the other rookies at your position, you deserve to get paid more money before your contract is over?
That's what he's saying.
Okay, if his contract says that, then I agree with him.
Renegotiate.
If his contract says that, I agree with him. But you're getting paid. You play to your abilities, right? So why not just, again, I don't have a problem with him negotiating his contract now. Just leave all the other bullish to the side. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, you see what Charles said?
Charles Davis says, stop skill bridges. Stop with the excessive terminal leave. You signed a contract served to your last day. Whatever, man. What the duck is that, man? What the duck is that, man? I think I see what he's saying, but anyway. Nick Jack says, on Micah Parsons' side, hands down. Nick, tell us why. Tell us why you're on his side, man. Is it, okay, going back to the military analogy, right? Let's just say, let's see, Charles says, work through the last day. I need Pete to answer that first. Charles, you wasn't here last week. Where were you at last week when things were getting real spicy?
Who's his? Anyway, Sharma says, first of all, Sharma commented on YouTube, so she is now the #1 fan on YouTube.
Sharma.
Who's his agent? That's who his beef is with. Yeah, I don't know who his agent is. That's a good question.
I don't know.
Let me look it up. But I'm listening to you. You said, why is Nick Jack on his side? What up, Thor?
No, I was going to say,
I'm just passing through. I'm Thor, son of Odin.
Thor in the building.
What is this? Okay, I get it. Okay. What I was going to say, oh, yeah. If you have a tech sergeant that works for you and they outperform all the Texans in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, taking promotion out, because that's a way to reward him,
Too
right?
many Cowboys fans kicked this off.
Probably, you know, our baby
Yes.
Cowboys fans. I think I was in second thought, maybe
Uh-oh.
everybody else with a promotion. The only thing is they could still get promoted. You just giving him a force distribution. Promote now, promote now, must promote or whatever. But what if a Texan come to you midway through his year before his EPP is written and says, hey, look, I performed beyond my contract, better than all these other Texans. I want a promotion now. Like, bro, the time for you to test or go to the board ain't for another 6 months. Yeah, but I'm performing well now. Isn't that the same?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
So I don't understand how he could say, how Nick Jack could say he's 100% on Micah Parsons' side. He can negotiate, but you still got to finish out your contract, man.
No, I agree. I'm 50-50 on it. Like, there's no point. I'm sorry. I'm agreeing with you by saying just shut up. You could do all this behind the scenes. But I think it's a negotiating tactic because remember, last point I'll bring up and then we can switch subjects. He would be losing $50,000, I think, a week if he didn't show up to training camp. He's still at training camp. He's still showing up. So he doesn't have to pay that $50,000. So it tells me, which I can't hate on, this is not a hater comment. It's more about money than it is about anything else. He don't care if the team wins or loses. He just wants his bag. Which,
dang.
That's the modern day NFL, y'all. Modern day sports in general. Look at the WNBA. Modern day sports in general. It's all about the bags.
Yeah.
The only thing better than money is more money or new money.
I guess the question I have is it better for the fans or not? That mentality, you know?
No, I think it drives fans away. I think it drives a lot of people away. It pushes a lot of people away. Okay, Wes Lawrence. What up, Wes Lawrence? He needs to play out his contract. He didn't get less. Or he didn't get less if he's underperforms. That's true. They could cut him. They could cut him.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, he's not going to get less. Good statement.
I don't know. I think as an owner, I know Micah Parsons is their best player, but do you really want somebody to put your jersey on and line up on your team with that type of mentality?
No.
I mean, what hasn't there been teams, professional teams that had a star player with a bad attitude and it was their best player and they let him go because of that? I think the Patriots have done it a couple of times, right?
No?
Like
Tom Brady is their best player.
No, not. But he ain't never had no attitude like that. I'm talking about a toxic player.
It seems like I bring up the Terrell Owens with the 49ers,
that's a good example.
The Eagles.
Yep.
The Patriots. Well, he did get released from the Patriots. The Buffalo Bills.
Antonio Brown.
Diva wide receivers, it seems like. But there's not a lot of defensive players.
Diggs.
Tony Bostic in the building.
What's up, Goop?
He done and should lose value due to his inability to fulfill his contract.
I agree.
But this is the modern day. Man, now we're going to keep going. This is the modern day NFL. So Tony Bostic, Wes Lawrence, what I would think if I was Micah Parsons, Dak Prescott got paid early. CeeDee Lamb got paid early. Why can't I get paid early? That's where I think Dallas as a front ownership effed up. And you know what? Stephen A. Smith said a brilliant, brilliant analogy. These people who are telling him to fill out his contract, which is Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, is pretty much the Jones family, they already are getting paid. So it's hard for them to say, hey, just keep playing out your contract. Real talk, Micah fade down the stretch, so Jerry is not all that wrong. Agree.
Can't the case be said if someone gets, how about these rookie players that get paid all this money, these busts that we mentioned earlier? You know what I mean? They pay these rookies this money and they fail to perform well. Do you see owners going a year before their contract and say, we want some money back?
No, but they'll cut them or fire if they're that bad. But usually they just don't play them and then they won't get a new contract. They have to go find a new team.
I guess if I rephrase it, it's not like they have to recoup any money. They just let them go, right?
Yep.
So for a player, again, I don't have an issue with him starting the negotiation process, but why use the media to cause a negative ish storm on the Cowboys because of it?
Same thing WNBA does. Same thing NBA players do.
It's a segue coming.
Modern day sports. Is pissing me off. All right, y'all. I don't know. I really don't know. Last time we're doing this, but we need to get off Cowboy. Jerry Jones has more power than I think. So first of all, I apologize to Jerry Jones and all the Cowboys fans for talking a little bit of mess about their star player.
I don't.
Please do not cancel us again.
Hey.
And Philly apologizes as well.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Well,
I pity y'all. I pity all Cowboys fans.
Goodness
I pity
gracious.
y'all.
What is going on?
I pity y'all. Irrelevant, wannabe, overrated, overhyped football team, Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
Living in the past. I respect the old Dallas Cowboys. Tom Landry, Tony Dorsett, Danny White, Roger Staubach, Harvey Martin, Tony Hill, Randy White, Everson Walls, dumb dudes. After that, trash.
Now, I heard the name Everson Walls in forever.
Everson Walls, yep. He should move on from the Cowboys.
Bro, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I just keep getting kicked out left and right.
Move on from the Cowboys.
All right, go ahead. I got to do a couple more things. Bring up the next subject.
All right.
Dang.
You know what is a bonus topic? Speaking of NFL players, I wonder if people have been following the breakup of Stephon Diggs and Cardi B. You know, Cardi B, the famous female rap artist.
I thought she was married to Offset or something.
No, they broke up a while ago. Got divorced. I guess Offset was sleeping with other women. So then Cardi B hooks up with Stephon Diggs. They were an item. He was all over her social media page and all that. But then they had a very interesting breakup, to say the least. The one comment from Stephon Diggs that was going viral was he claimed Cardi B's BBL smelled like a trash bag on a Sunday. Cardi, if you ever listen to this, I love you so, Cardi. You awesome, but I thought it was funny.
That is okay. I don't know how we segue to that. That is crazy.
Yo, so when I saw that, I was like, is BBL's getting out of hand? Like, why would a woman,
that is
real talk, why would a woman want to do that to her body? Why?
I can't believe he said that.
Yes, Charles, he said it. It was terrible. I will pull it up right now.
That is absolutely beyond bonkers.
For all you men out there in the comments who might be single, have you ever encountered a woman? Have you dated a woman with a BBL in the stank? Put it in the comment. Curious.
Okay. All right. While we're waiting for those, sitting on pins and needles, waiting for those comments to come in. I thought, is this what we were going to switch the topic to?
This is a quick one. It just popped in my head.
Goodness
See, here it is.
gracious.
Cardi B and Stephon Diggs troll each other on IG over BBL smell.
That is wild. That is wild.
Yo, let's see. It said, Stephon Diggs said Cardi B's BBL smell really bad. Like, I'm going to try to find a quote he used.
Charles Davis, you stupid. You stupid as fuck.
Cardi B was bad. She said, I quote, "That's why I'm going to pop off. If you thought I was going to let that fly you out of your mind, I could live and die knowing that somebody did put their hands on me and I did nothing back. I'm from the Bronx. You from the Bronx. You know what's up." So that's why I threw a JBL speaker on her head. This is hilarious. Hold on. Let me find the exact quote. Let me see.
This is like beyond belief right now.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to say I'm surprised. It's not like y'all follow these dudes, but it was all over social media. It was hilarious, man. Cardi B was pissed. I mean, yeah. She's like, if you thought it would smell, you ain't had no problem with it on top of me out of breath.
Goodness gracious. BBL like the Bronx stank booty. That is, yeah.
You know, so here's my thing. If somebody say something bad about you, like, what did your mom or pop used to say? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names never hurt me. Like, she did a video on the Breakfast Club addressing it, and she was pissed.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. That's kind of, it's just funny, just entertaining. But Stephon Diggs better chill out, man. He still got a contract to play for, so he better chill out, man. Just concentrate on playing football. That's crazy.
They got these articles telling people what a BBL is. This blood is injected into the abdomen. And
my God. Oh my God.
They said this most recent story, Chicago plastic surgeon Dr. Eric Anderson, who says the BBL smell is real.
That's crazy. There go your answer. There go your answer right there.
When there's more fat in the area than the blood supply allows, the fat will die through a smelly process called fat necrosis.
BBL, big bad leaky. No, that's crazy.
All right, I'll leave it alone.
Goodness gracious. How the hell did we get here, y'all?
Ladies, public service announcement. Stop messing up your bodies. If you don't have cake, go eat and work out to get the yams. Stop doing it the easy way. Go eat some chicken and waffles. You know what I'm saying? Some mac and cheese and stuff. And then do some squats to build the yams. Build the yams. Okay, I'm off my soapbox.
All right. You want to switch to the next topic? I'm scared to ask you to now.
Speaking of yams.
This is gonna go crazy.
Has everybody been following all of the controversy between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark in the WNBA? The WNBA ratings have soared in the past 3 to 4 years, albeit not enough for them to get paid enough more money, but that's a topic for another day. But no one can deny the interest has soared on the WNBA and is due in part to Caitlin Clark, and some would argue Angel Reese as well, because they have a healthy rivalry that goes back to their collegiate days when she played at LSU and Caitlin Clark played on Iowa. And so now that has spilled over into the WNBA. And the latest news, apparently Angel Reese has made a comment stating that she would not play for the Olympic team
I saw that.
if Caitlin Clark is on there. And you've had some NBA players, most notably Nafisa Collier, MVP as I call her, stated that the rivalry between the two has spilled into locker rooms across the league and has been unhealthy for the league. Your thoughts?
First of all, I'll say it again. Shut the up and just play ball. It's getting old. That's number one. Number two, Angel Reese. You ain't going to make the Olympic team anyway. So ain't nobody worried about if you going to play or not. Caitlin Clark has a spot reserved for her Olympic team in 2028, I believe it is. She's going to have a spot. You ain't going to make the team. So you ain't got to worry about you ain't going to play because you ain't got a spot. So that's null and void. Number three. I think I'm on number three. Number three. Like I told y'all last week or whenever we talked about that, I think it was last week. Stop hating on the one who's going to get y'all paid. Embrace it. The feud is over. Angel Reese, you are not as good as a basketball player as Caitlin Clark. You're just not. And it's okay. You are good, but you're not as good as her. It's just like T-Mac and Kobe Bryant. T-Mac was good. He just wasn't as good as Kobe. And that's okay. Be happy with being a part of the league. Be happy. Do your influencer stuff, your makeup, your shoes, your perfumes, and everything else, because basketball is not what's going to get you paid. You'll get paid, but the majority of your money is going to come from the stuff you do with your looks, your branding, and stuff like that. And I appreciate it. I'm a fan of yours. You're just not as good as the basketball players, Caitlin Clark.
Well, if she's not, how did she score the cover of the new NBA 2K26 game?
Everything else I just orchestrated, all the stuff she does off the court. 2K ain't stupid.
Charles says, look.
Stupid. Go ahead.
Charles says, look, the situation is weak. There were many beefs in the NBA, and the ish thing get this dang deep. Come on, this is why you're not getting paid.
Can't agree more.
I'll give you that.
Yep.
I'll give you that one.
Can't agree more.
The comment you said, don't get mad at the person that's going to help you get paid. Do you think that Caitlin Clark is a better player than Sabrina Ionescu?
You trying to set me up.
I'm just being honest.
That's what you trying to do. I'll say they're close.
Okay. Does Sabrina Ionescu have a chip?
Yeah.
Does she ever win MVP?
No.
Okay. Let's go to Asia Wilson from the Las Vegas Aces.
Yes.
She's won, what, 2 MVPs?
I think 4.
3, 4?
I think so. Hold on.
And she's got a chip.
Yep. She got 2 chips. 2 in a row.
2 chips. So that being said, do you think it's not fair for players who've been grinding this long to be a little irritated that Caitlin Clark is commanding so much attention than they are?
No, I don't think you can be mad.
Interesting.
Angel Reese acting like she's an MJ and Caitlin is Isaiah. It's more like Caitlin's MJ and Angel Reese is AC Green. Get the fuck out. That's funny.
Wow.
Bye, Thor.
That's crazy. You said AC Green.
I think that's the key. It's just like when Michael Jordan came in the league, there was people in the league that were better than him or had been in the league longer. Dr. J, Charles Barkley, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, the list goes on and on and on of stars. Nobody was hating on Michael Jordan. They all just say, man, he's a real good player. Nobody said, oh, man, Michael Jordan.
Not publicly. It was a different time back then.
Huh?
Not publicly. It was a different time back then.
Yeah, different time back then. But I know stuff was different back then, like you just said. But I think that's the problem now. Just shut up. Like you're not. Everybody knows. You know you're not as good. You definitely know you're not as good as Caitlin Clark. You know
She says she's setting records every day. She's rewriting the history books.
Yeah, double doubles.
Show for old rebounds.
Yeah, but look at the win loss ratio is crazy. You're not even in the playoffs. When the playoffs come around in September, nobody's going to be talking about you no more. Caitlin Clark will be in the playoffs, but you won't.
Yo, why Charles Davis say AC Green, man? That's it ain't right. You wrong, bro.
He ain't wrong.
You wrong. AC Green, not Jerry Curl. AC Green.
He ain't wrong. He's not wrong at all. I would have took like Anthony Davis or somebody. Maybe Charles or John Sadie at best too. Exactly. And so this is the problem. This is why it's spilling out. It's like if you were as good as her, like say, what's your girl's name? Nafisa
Collier.
Collier was having beef with Caitlin Clark. Now we can have a conversation. Now we could talk about it. But all the players who are as good as Caitlin Clark are not beefing with her. The only one player who is not even a good player.
You think this kind of reminds you of the Magic Johnson-Larry Bird rivalry?
No, not even
it's not like this. But no, I mean in the context of they were both rivals in college at Michigan State, and
the difference is he played for Indiana. The difference is they respected each other. She don't respect Caitlin Clark. That's the problem.
Do you think it's some racial tones in there?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 1,000%.
On both sides or just one side?
What is Sharma talking about? Y'all make $1,400 a week. I make $1,400.
That's what she said. That's what Angel Reese said. That's what she told the reporters or something like that.
How did that even come up? What does that even mean?
Because it kind of captures Angel Reese's like personality, her thought process. I think it's pretty childish if you ask me, and arrogant. I mean, if you want, to your point, I hate to compare her to Caitlin Clark because they're two different personalities. But come on, man. Why would you tell people that? The only reason why you're getting paid in the WNBA is people is buying tickets. And you're using the WNBA to accelerate your funds through other means.
Which is fine.
Modeling and all that, which is fine. But don't make it sound like these people that you're talking to is not helping you get the wealth that you're achieving.
Right.
It's pretty arrogant if you ask me.
And the problem is
quickly, let's talk about folks coming to the aid of Angel Reese. You got Big Shaq about to go at Robert Griffin III for talking about Angel Reese and the Caitlin Clark. Talking about the next time I see you, if you say something about Angel Reese again, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth.
Well, let's remember, Shaq is a businessman and Angel Reese is represented by Reebok. So let's remember that.
Okay.
So he's not mad at Robert Griffin. He's just saying stop hating on her so she could sell some more shoes. That's how I interpret it. I could be wrong.
I saw the interview and he was pissed.
I mean,
he was pissed.
You're what? How old is Shaq? 55, 50 something?
Yeah, he's still 7'2".
I mean, if you fighting at 55 years old over some comments, like, come on, bro. You ain't fighting nobody.
You know, there was a video of Shaq and Angel Reese. No one's talked about it for a while, but it was kind of an uncomfortable video where Shaq was a little bit too more aggressive towards her. I guess he made some comments about her shorts or something. Charles says, let's move on. Shaq ain't got going this hard for bum ass Devin George.
You remember Devin George for the Lakers?
No, who's that bum?
Yeah. Anyway, Samuel, I know.
Samuel,
right? I don't. Yeah, I'm still confused. Like, she just said a stupid comment. Like, did she mean $1,400 a day?
Yeah, $1,400 a day. They make $1,400 a week. He make $1,400 a day.
Who's he?
I thought she said 7 days. I'm confused.
Yeah, that's what it says. But did she mean to say a day and just said 7 days? I'm so lost.
Maybe you know what? Maybe she's trying to convey that she ain't getting paid a lot of money.
She ain't. She ain't a good basketball player.
Well, you say she's not a good basketball player, and
she's not in the top 20. Top 10. Let me stop doing that. Top 10. Top 10. She's not top 10.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Maybe rebounds. She's like a Dennis Rodman. Like, would you say Dennis Rodman's a top 20 player during his time?
No.
Yeah. She's like him.
No.
She's definitely like him.
Interesting. I do think it does sell tickets, though.
It does.
Brings maybe unwanted attention to the WNBA. But, I mean, I agree. I don't think she's a top 10 player.
No.
Maybe top 15.
Top 20.
20, maybe.
Yeah.
And I think she's boring to watch, to be honest.
Super boring. She look all clumsy. Yeah. She run clumsy, looks clumsy, closes out clumsy, jumps clumsy. Like, I mean, does she make buckets? Yeah, but she's 6'3". 6'3", you said?
Yeah, she's 6'3".
Yeah. Right. All right. Last
bonus.
No, go ahead.
Bonus. I kind of want to quickly ask or do a plug and then ask the folks that are on here. Hey, you guys have been following the unfortunate shooting of Raymond McNeil in Florida. It's all over the news about the young man who was pulled over by the police. And then they broke his window and they pulled him over, pulled him out of the car, punched him in the face.
Yeah, you said
now
shooting.
He's represented by, I said shooting?
Yeah.
All right, rewind back. Not shooting. It was police
and you
brutality.
said Raymond McNeil. It's William McNeil.
Okay, William McNeil.
All right, we're back.
I'm going to put that. Let me put this marker down.
We're back.
Okay, there you go.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Continue.
No, it's you.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. No, go ahead.
You said, so we're
no. You got it. You got the regular all the information. Go ahead.
Well, where were you going with that?
I was going to ask the folks what they thought about it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you got all the commentary, like what happened. Tell them what happened.
I mean, we talked about the last show, so y'all can go to Unpopular Celebrities on YouTube, and you can watch the last show and put your comments in there if you want to talk about that. That's how I feel about it.
Okay. Y'all put in the comments what y'all thought. Was the police wrong or were they right based on the way they handled the situation? Have you been following it? What are your thoughts? Curious. Put it down there in the comments. Okay. Switching gears, your topic.
Yeah, so we're switching to if y'all didn't hear, it was August 1st. So was that yesterday? 2 days ago. There was a man shot. This is according to 13 News, KOD or KOLD. Man shot, killed after trying to force his way onto Davis-Monthan Air Force Base out here in Arizona. It was actually the night of the morning of August 1st. So according to Davis-Monthan officials, a man failed to identify himself at base main gate and proceeded onwards driving erratically. He crashed into the vehicle barrier. So they deployed the barrier and he crashed into it. It's not like the barrier is just up all the time, but he crashed into the barrier, attempted to reverse, and was shot by a member on-site security forces, according to reports. That's the only information we have. We're waiting for the investigation to come out, but that's about what we have. And there's some comments from other people as well. But just from that information, I have my thoughts, but I'm interested to hear, what are your thoughts?
Simple. I don't think, based on what I heard, I don't think it was a legit shot.
Shoot.
Or engagement.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy for me to say. I wasn't there. But based on what I do know about use of force, based on what has been put out to the public, I don't know they didn't really describe what were the actions of the driver prior to. They just say he was driving erratically. What does that mean? I don't know. Could mean a number of things. Was he trying to run into the gate shack? Was he trying to jump the curb? I don't know. But anyway, whatever it was, he was erratic. Vehicle barrier was deployed. One thing they didn't say in there, was it a gate runner?
Yes, he failed to identify himself. Yeah.
All right. So he didn't identify himself. So he didn't identify himself. He went past the gate shack. Barrier deployed. He hits it. Then he backs up. Then they shoot him. So the other thing it didn't really go into details, when they shot him, who shot him? Was it the gate guard, and was it through the back of the vehicle, or did they run to the front of the vehicle and shoot him? Did they challenge him? Did the individual try to get out the car and run? Did it look like he was holding a weapon? There's a lot of things we don't know. But I will say, based on what I've heard, I do not think it is a legitimate shot or use of force in that scenario, based on what I've heard. A lot of people come through the gate and fail to identify. You got some old folks, they get a little confused, they get lost, and then gate guard, not saying he was, they said, hey, look, you can't come through this gate. All right, you got to turn around. And then the car keeps going. And then they notice, like, hey, it's a gate runner. They pop the barrier. And then the car usually stops. But if it didn't stop, it hit the barrier, you can reasonably believe maybe there was a threat because he hit the barrier. But the key is after he hit the barrier and he was going to reverse, was he going to reverse at a high rate of speed? Or was he trying to hit one of the officers?
So you know what's
then
crazy?
I can see that point.
And Sharma said, unfortunately, unfortunate, but don't know use of force procedures well enough to weigh in if it's warranted. So there is so much information that is left out, and two reasons. Number one is because there is an ongoing investigation. They'll wait for the report because they don't want to get ahead of it. Two, they know, and all the questions that you brought up are legit questions onto what happened. All your points were valid, and they were either purposely left out of the report because it's what they did was not accurate or not right, or they left it out the report because it's going to come up in the investigation. But for what I hear, like a lot of stuff they didn't say who the security force member was. Well, he killed somebody, so that might not come up.
They're not going to say that.
Number two is they didn't say what happened to him. The member is suspended. The member is...
They won't say that.
Okay. So a lot of things that are left out to leave more questions than should be. Because you have valid points. If you hit the barrier, my car is usually disabled. How the hell it went in reverse? I'm a little lost. If somebody come through the gate and they just don't know procedures, they don't know they have to show their ID or anything like that, they might just hit reverse and be like, hey, my bad. I didn't know I was supposed to show my ID, which would be bad. Second thing would be bad if you shot through the back window. What the hell were you trying to do? Because if you're trying to disable the vehicle, tires are on the bottom, back window's a little higher. They didn't say what kind of car or anything like that, so I don't know if it's a big ass truck or a little ass Prius. So a lot of questions, but from the initial report, it does not sound like a good shoot scenario. Does not sound like it at all. I hope it is, for everybody's sake, but it doesn't sound like it at all.
Yeah, it's made national news. It's on CBS, ABC. It's like all over the place. So, my thoughts go out to the young defenders at the gate. That's a tough job to try to make a decision like that. And we always emphasize how, being a defender, I love these different comments that people make about ASVAB scores and gate checkers and stuff. I've told folks for years, the most dangerous place to be posted at on base is a gate, because you don't know what's going to happen. And then furthermore, it always baffles my mind. We put the youngest defenders at the gate most of the time.
Baffles my mind. Baffles.
like
Always have.
What could happen at a gate? You could have a DUI. You could have drugs. You could have a gate runner. You had those young defenders at Lackland who got shot at by a passing vehicle. And so you got these young folks who are trained. Don't get me wrong, they're trained, but experience matters. and they've got to make a split-second decision. And in this case, again, based on what I've heard, what little bit I've heard, it's a questionable decision. I'll say it. I'll say to say the least. One thing I want to add is this one comment on CBS News, which I want to put into context, which I think will add to this conversation.
Okay.
CBS News, it says the base is home to 11,000 airmen from 34 unique mission partners, which supports 6 combatant commanders around the world. Key point, it also serves as a retirement setting for some of the nation's most heralded military craft. So what I want to highlight is the word retirement setting, which means you have a lot of retirees there. And so a lot of times you have people come through the gate, they lost.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying this individual wasn't trying to run the gate. I don't know. But just one thing to keep in mind. What did Sharma say?
See, the FS is the first line of defense. Mad respect for the beret over any other AFSC. Mad respect.
Yeah. And the unfortunate thing with this is yeah, they won't give as much details at the civilian police force. They're not going to say the airman involved or the defender involved or a lot of details. They're not going to do that by design.
Right.
But, hopefully, we'll get some more context on what happened. Unfortunate situation, but like I said, again, based on what I heard, I question whether or not that use of force was warranted or not.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, man. But like you said, I think you said it best, man. Good luck to him and hard job. Hard job. Not sitting here pointing fingers or throwing spears at anybody, just talking about a topic. Just talking about a topic. That's it.
Yep, just Monday night quarterbacking. And one more thing I'll quickly add too is it also depends on a perspective from the officer. Can he accurately convey that his life was in danger, imminent danger? That's the key. And everybody would have handled it differently.
Right.
But when that car hit the barrier, the key part is what happened before that. And after he hit the barrier, what happened? Was he startled? Because let's think about it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When you are in a car and you say are going into a parking spot and you hit a pole, you hear boom. What's your initial reaction?
Did I hit something?
Well, you don't go in reverse?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yep. If I ran into it, I'm sorry.
If I'm backing up and I hear, I'm going to go forward.
Yeah.
So some people may say, well, that's different, DC. But think about it. This dude who didn't identify himself, let's just say hypothetically, he was lost or he didn't understand the gate guard. He goes beyond the gate. He hits the barrier. He backs up. Devon says they were probably expecting the car to be neutralized. Could be. But then the question is, what? And see, the other thing we won't get is how many shots were fired. We don't know. Was it multiple officers? Mm-hmm. Was it one? Mm-hmm. So we don't know that part. But when the car hit the barrier and it backed up, was it backing up because it's a natural reaction or trying to leave the scene or hit a defender? We unfortunately don't know that. Yep. So hopefully, they'll be able to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But that coupled with what happened, there have been, in the past 5-6 years, there have been a lot of incidents where defenders had to discharge their weapon. Devon says, weird situation, but their perspective of what the driver's thinking isn't necessarily part of the U.S. force.
Not what the driver thinking. Not what. Yeah, we can't determine what the driver's thinking, but what is part of U.S. force is the reaction.
Right.
So yeah, we can't go into the driver's thoughts. You're absolutely right. When I was in Harlem and dude shot a dog, a dog coming after you like that.
What's curious is what happened to him after he shot the dog. That's
Peter
the curious thing.
Probably went crazy on him.
Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, I got a question for you. Last topic. Got a question for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm listening, fool. Go ahead.
Young Rocco, the mascot of the Unpopular Celebrities, has training today. How is the progress?
You mean Rocky, not Rocco, man. Rocky.
Oh, Rocky. I thought his nickname was Rocco.
Yeah, Rocco, but you don't get to say that.
Dude who dog it was sad as ish. Unpopular civilians. Thanks, Devon. With that beard, you look like a goddamn civilian. Goodness gracious.
I know, exactly.
Anyway,
like somebody at the trucker park.
So young Rocky has training today.
Yeah.
How's training been going?
It's been going well. Thank you for asking. You know what I'm saying? He's
Top
the
of the
teacher's
class
pet.
or what? Summa cum
Well,
laude?
the teacher, you know what? It's funny you say that. The teacher said some side stuff, and my wife was there. It's the first time my wife went to training.
Oh shit.
She was trying to teach the dogs how to not to swing their paws, because she, in her personal opinion, don't like it. You know how I teach dogs to do high five,
Yeah.
high five,
Yeah.
right? She don't like it because dogs can punch you in the face. What she was really talking about was when Rocky punched her in the face the first day.
Rocky punched the teacher, the instructor?
That's
whatever?
right. He got all close to her.
And you're
She was
happy
teaching
about
him
that.
like how to get off her body. She was doing this, right? And she leaned forward in his face, and he looked at her. He just like this. Punched her. She's like, oh.
And you did what?
She's like, my eye. I laughed. I said, yeah, that's why we named him Rocky. He's a golden doodle.
So pretty much a poodle.
No, he's a golden doodle.
Isn't that a poodle mixed with a golden retriever?
Well, actually, a golden retriever mixed with a poodle.
Is it 50-50 or 60?
There is a mix.
Okay.
My pup is more golden retriever than poodle.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
And he's a designer dog.
Designer for what?
That means he's an exotic dog.
Interesting. Okay. Well, there it is. Young Rocky is going to be graduating his early basic training. I guess basic training. Basic training.
He'll have to do a summer school makeup today at 5:00 in order to graduate next week.
He has to graduate on time, so he's pretty much
That's right.
Did he get held back or?
So Gigi the dog on the other side won't make fun of him.
DC dog on his purse. Yeah, I mean, I think it's too big for the purse. Just a little bit too big.
My
for the
dog
purse.
is 25 pounds. He won't fit in no purse.
It's pretty good. But yeah, I'm interested in
right.
young Rocco's training and how's everything going. You know, are you being trained along with the dog, or is it just the dog?
I am
being
actually.
trained?
You know, like the thing that frustrates me a little bit is, you know, the come piece. I've used your tips.
Whoa. Whoa. All right, go ahead. We're not just gonna go let that go by.
I apologize for my outburst.
Yeah, you should, because that made no sense. Get your mind out the gutter.
I'm not gonna say what you said.
No, come here.
I get it. Can you exit out and come back in for the last 10 minutes of the show because you're paused right now?